Just had a crazy baddie training session with Janine. Okay, so we went to the most impactful life that we could heal together, where it was like a life where we were, it was me and her in there, or a version of me and her, or whatever. And all I was doing was talking to her about it. And it's a very specific chair that I started folding up. It's like a lawn chair that you would go, the best way I describe these chairs is like Mardi Gras parade chairs, because that's how I grew up. And I was telling her about it on the phone, and I was like, yeah, these are I guess you would call them lawn chairs, but they're very specific. They fold and they have fabrics, and they're really, the fabric's really, really dense and thick. And I was like, that's what it makes me think of every time I see those chairs, like Mardi Gras. And she was like, is that where we're going? Is that what this life is? We didn't even say where we were going yet. We were just talking about it. And so I'm like, okay. I feel like in this, wherever this Mardi Gras parade is, I feel like there's pew-pews there. I feel like everyone is running from that. I feel like we're about to experience that in this life. We are running. And she was like, it's interesting. Okay, so is that where we're gonna go? And I was like, I don't know, because we haven't even gone to this yet. So we did. We said most impactful point that we can heal about a life me and her had together. And I was like, Now I would say that this is a time period of in the maybe the 1700s, because there's horse-drawn carriages here, and there's it's older and brick roads. But all of Louisiana, the big cities, that's how they look. They still have horse-drawn carriages. They still do that. They still do the horse-drawn carriages thing, and they still do the brick roads thing. It's very French. And I was like, so this has to be, because these folding chairs are here, I'm getting something about the 70s. 70s to 80s, but the way everyone looks is telling me 70s. And I look up New Orleans, shootout, whatever, Mardi Gras, and that was the wrong thing to do, because that's every year. And so I was like, okay, the 70s, 80s, and it was 1978, there was a sniper that went on top of a building and tried to snipe. And I was like, oh my God, that's what this feels like. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, 1978. So this says 50 years ago. And she's like, no, that's not 50 years. Something's wrong here. And I was like, what do you mean? I put it in the calculator, and I was like, she's like, that's not 50. And so I put it in the calculator. I'm like, oh, that's 48. She's like, this time doesn't sound right. And then I'll Google it again. I look at the page again, 1973. And I was like, oh my God. Just by going into it, it healed it, and it happened sooner. And I was like, okay, Janine, there's something here. We need to go into it, because it didn't heal the thing. We hadn't even started yet. And that's how impactful this shit is. We didn't even start yet, but we did start, because we went into it and we did all the things without even saying what we were doing. That's how crazy what me and Kat do is. That's typical. We were like, okay, it's really crazy. Time jump there. Okay, so what are we doing? What do we need to look at here? What do we need to heal about this? And I was like, I don't know, Janine. This whole the time thing happening, and this that kind of stuff happens every year. The pew-pews happen every year and stuff like that. And how it was so easy to find. This makes me think that there's some kind of vortex here. There's some kind of thing here. I call it the call of the void. Happens. And I was like, okay, that's what this is. So we closed all that. We merged in with those versions of us, exchanged us information, closed this thing, make it to where there wasn't a call of the void there, a vortex there. And I was like, something else that I have is, I call it a black hole. And it's when it sucks people in, and I don't know, it creates some kind of black hole feeling. And it just magnetizes people to it. And then she got a song that was 3 a.m. Eternal or whatever, KL. Anyway, a song about a cult, basically, and the Illuminati and all that. And so I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Religious healings and all that here. It was a lot. That was just the first part of the session. That was crazy. This was crazy. crazy, but like really cool. And I just wanted to tell y'all about it. This is typical. Hell yeah. All right. Okay. Love y'all. Bye.